universally acknowledged as one of the best overlanding routes in the world. Nearly 400 miles touching 5 states with ruts, rocks, washouts, numerous water crossings, mountaintop overlooks, camping, and a huge variety of scenery. Finally completing a bucket list item I've dreamed of since purchasing my Jeep. And doing it in early fall as the leaves have just started changing color in the south. Ride along for the latest and greatest adventure on 1870 Off-Road. My name is Derek, and this is the Georgia Traverse.
This is so cool. I have any words for it. God, it's awesome. I'm speechless.
Day 1, we will ride with family and friends, but from day 2 till the end, it'll be just myself and the dog. With this being just 2 weeks after the devastation of Hurricane Helene, and much of the area still recovering, we decided to stay out of the way and skip the first 45 minutes of the Traverse, avoiding the Carolinas, and starting the adventure in Clayton, Georgia. That is Tallulah River. That is the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. All right, we got Vixen, and then we got the 1870 Off-Road.
Chase. Oh, she's not for it, y'all.
So it took me like 3 passes to get up it, and you did it in the first try.
this was your first time at Charlie's Creek. What are your impressions of Charlie's Creek?
Very, very pretty. Very rutted out.
It was rutted.
It was fun driving.
The next section would have been Dix Creek, but it has been closed now for several years. So we took the main highway towards Lake Burton, giving you this awesome overlook of Popcorn Creek. From here, you'll pick up the highway taking you into Helen to get back on the Georgia Traverse. As I'm showing you here on my phone, the route we took to avoid the closed Dix Creek section. And with the loss of Dix Creek, this means you've got about a 30 to 45 minute stretch of just pavement riding until you resume just outside of Helen, Georgia on Trade Mountain. With it getting late in the day, we decided to pull off in Helen, Georgia and grab a burger. And to my surprise, walking on the sidewalk right there would be our shortstop from the softball team. Talk about good timing there. We stopped for a second and say hello, but then we got to keep going because we got a whole lot of trail to cover. With day one coming to an end, we'll say goodbye to our friend from Wicked Jeeps. I'll take my daughter home, and then I will resume the Georgia Traverse, just outside of Cooper's Creek. So we are now in Cooper's Creek. Man, it is beautiful up here though. I love North Georgia mountains. Just look around. So, as I just pointed out, the road went from a nice little dirt trail to a gravel road, and there's a lot of folks out here fishing in Cooper's Creek right out here to my left. Cool little area though, man. It's beautiful up here. A whole lot of areas marked out as no camping, but they do have some camp spots up here. But yeah, definitely everybody up here is fishing. A whole lot of people out here fly fishing this little, it's still a creek, but it's getting pretty big down here to the left. But pretty cool little area though. Man, I love it up here, especially in the fall. Man, we just had a frost last night, so all the bugs are down, the snakes are gone, leaves turning colors, nice and cool. It ain't hot. Ain't gonna be as cold as it was last night. It's gonna get pretty cold tonight though. Man, it's great. I love it. Lit a little too much air out of my tires, so I pulled off to air them up. But check this out. This is Cooper's Creek. Man, this is beautiful. Just completed a new section of the Georgia Traverse.
Taking a ride on Skeenah Gap Road. Is that the Skeenah campground? I believe it is. Just past Skeenah campground. We're going to take this road up and take it into Skeenah Hill Road or something like that. I don't know. I'm following a map. It'll tell me when I get there. I got one over here too. Alright, carrying on. This is Skeenah Mountain, and this looks fine. It's a little bit more narrow, a little less traveled, and the trail looks very windy on the map. Skeenah Mountain was cool. Had a couple little ruts. I put it in four-wheel drive one time, and I rubbed my fender in the left rear, flexing over one of the ruts. Otherwise, I mean, it was easy. A little bumpy, you know, a little bit harder than the rest of the traverse, but it was not hard. That being said, we are now on a trail called Weeks Creek, and we are continuing on the Georgia Traverse. All right, Weeks Creek or Weeks Circle, I can't remember which one it is. We found this campsite here. It was marked on Onyx, so and there's a little creek right over here, which is pretty cool. So nice camp spot. You camp right next to a creek, Skeenah Road, and came here. I've passed one vehicle the entire time I've been here. Oh, Yellow Jackets. And that one vehicle was a Rivian. Looked like he was loaded out, like he was out doing the same thing I'm doing. Watching The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. Awesome movie, by the way. Watching it on the iPad. Dog's over here. I got some light over here. There you go, there's Dog. He's up here standing guard, ain't you, boy? Let's watch the movie. It's getting cold. I had to come inside Jeeps. The fire was dying and I'm freezing. I will never grow tired of the overlooks in the Cohutta wilderness. My Lord. Right as I pulled up, some Toyotas were up here and they pulled out of the way, but now it's my turn. Wow, this place is amazing. I don't know how you see this and just can't be amazed at all of God's creation. We're in the Cohutta. We're looking for a campground. Wow. Still amazing every time I come here. Y'all take care. I'm just going to take a video and I'm going to leave myself. So if y'all want to stay and look more.
No, we're good.
Mill Creek overlook in fall. Just seeing some leaves changing colors down there. But I got a campsite to make, so I'm not going to stay here and smell the roses. I am hoping to get a view looking that way and catch the comet. If I can get to my campsite, which I'm only about 10 minutes from it. You know, this is where we did the thumbnail photo for the Labor Day ride, right here. But we're... Well, somebody got the campsite. They got here too late. But I would have got here early because they already got a tent set up. On to the next one. Alright, let's see if my other secret spot is taken. And if it is, we're going to find a new spot this year. Let's just see. I don't see nobody up there. I think we're good. It's familiar. This is the first spot I ever camped. The first time I came to the Cohutta. To camp, at least. I've been here. Here you can kind of see the setup. This is how I sleep. Got me an inflatable mattress on this side. I use my toolbox. Normally I have my cooler, my other boxes over here, but since I have the dog with me, he's going to sleep up here. If you have not eaten dinner yet, you're going to eat dinner with me. Got something to read here. The Lord Jesus, on the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. And when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, "Take and eat. This is my body, which is broken for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same manner, he took the cup after supper, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood. This do as often as you drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as you eat this bread and drink this cup, you proclaim the Lord's death till he comes." So if you have not eaten and you decide to eat while I'm having my tacos, you just had communion with me. All right, trail tacos for dinner, one of my favorites. I guess that would be a campfire communion. For my children, I have drawn a circle. That way I am protected from sea bears. because they are worried I'm getting eaten by sea bears.
The sun is setting outside. Fire's dying out. On the opposite side, we have a full moon rising. So we're gonna have a
Day 4, we're carrying on, man. What a great camp spot. I love this place. Absolutely beautiful. So that's the direction we're heading right there, towards Dalton. Quick little detour off the Georgia Traverse. This is where I took one of my most favorite pictures of my Jeep I ever taken. I've changed my headlights, which completely changed the look of my Jeep, so now I need a new picture, updating the look.
Old picture versus new picture. I think the lighting was better in the old picture.
We are just outside of Dalton. I've never been here before, so we are exploring. This is all new territory of the Georgia Traverse. At least it's new to me. See without sign right there, we are in the town of Dalton. Never been here before.
It is probably close to an hour of pavement riding to get through Dalton. But man, once you get to the other side, it is definitely worth it. Taylor's Ridge is worth the trip. You got to do the western side of the Traverse.
We are turning right on Concord Road. I used to live on Concord Road, but not here. Different part of Georgia. Something called Taylor's Ridge. That's a pretty cool name, just on by itself. My guess would be that up there is a campsite, and that would be a cool campsite. So, not a campsite. I don't know what this is. I guess it's just where the logging trucks cleared it out. But man, you can see forever up here. Since it's not a campsite, I probably ought to come back down. This I might not supposed to have come up here. But it looks like it's definitely been traveled. I thought it was a campsite. Anyways, going back down. It's beautiful up here. You can see forever. You guys that slept on the west side of the Georgia Traverse, man, y'all are missing out. This is... pulled off for a quick second. My dog stretched his legs. Give me a bottle of water. Check this little creek right here. Some kind of picnic area. We're in Taylor's Ridge still. There you go. So it's an established trail we're on, so we're welcome to be here. Foot travel, vehicles prohibited. All right, that was nowhere as big, near as big as the other one. Either way. Cotton being grown out there. Good Lord. Start off with the cool part. We did it. We're in Alabama. This was the end of the Georgia Traverse. Man, this was a whole lot of miles, and what a blast. We did this in 4 days. With one exception, I had to come home at the end of day one and then come back up here for day two. But I had someone with me the first day, had another Jeep riding with me, a friend of mine from the Jeep Club, and my daughter was with me. They both went back home after the first day. From day two on, I did this by myself, just me and my dog. Pretty cool trip. I cannot tell you the just feeling of accomplishment I feel right now. Man, I've wanted to do this for a long time. This is one of the first things I saw when I got my Jeep, was the Georgia Traverse. And I can't, this is so cool. I don't have any words for it. To finally accomplish something this big. Yeah, ready for the next adventure now. There's more to come. There's more stuff to go do. I did not expect I would have the Georgia Traverse done. I thought when I got the news about next month, having to give up that vacation time, I thought this was over and I wouldn't be able to do it. And I didn't think I'd cram that all into this week, but I did. And God, it's awesome. I'm speechless. It is awesome. I'm really glad I got to do it. But anyways, we got only got a couple hours daylight left, and we got a long ways to go to get home. So thank you for watching 1870 Off-Road.